We are on the, where are we? In Arnside, part of the Arnside and Silverdale National Park, just below the Lake District. We are about to get mobbed by gulls. We're right on the seafront and the tide is just about going out. We're going to have to go the opposite way around than what we normally do. But the tide is going out, so hopefully we'll be able to get back and not plummet into quicksand or get mobbed by gulls. I'm scared. I'm going to leave it there.
Okay. See you in a bit.
Sorry about that, bit of a chaotic introduction. We thought it was going to rain on us, so we had to rush back to the car, but we're managing to get away with it for now. Really windy as well, so I'm not sure if you can hear me alright. Hopefully you can. Got the dead cat on the mic. We are at Arnside and Silverdale, and it's basically a woodland walk, goes on to the sea and the sand, and you can just do a nice circular route, so that's what we're doing. I am shooting with the Fujifilm XT4 and the 16-55 f2.8, and Helen is way over there. I thought she was right behind me, but she's obviously leaving me to it. She is on the X100V, and we are both shooting with the film simulation Kodachrome 64. That is on both video and with the photos. Having to make our way around the walk backwards. Like I said, last time we came here we went along the beach, made our way into the woods, and then kind of rambled our way down the hill and back to the car. It is a circular route, but come up a road called, was it High Knott?
I can't remember.
I'll put it up on the screen because I can't remember what it was called, but I remember going past it previously at the end of our walk, the beginning of this one, because there's a load of really grand posh houses here that probably cost $500,000 a piece, so that's a pretty good landmark and way of knowing where you are along the route. We're having to be careful going up, I keep forgetting the name of this road and the name of the hill that we're going up, High Knott or something like that. Again, it's probably been on the screen, but we're having to be careful going up because there are cows and calves going up this hill. Some of the luckiest cows and calves in the country, I dare say, as I blind myself in the sun. But yeah, they've got quite the view. You can see the sand that we've just walked away from, walking towards now. And you can see the railway tracks that go over the bridge from here as well. I get up here now at the top of the hill, and stunning views like I said, and I just wonder if I would make use of this 70-300. Only came out a few months ago, but I just wondered if anyone had used it, if anyone thought it was worth getting, because I think I could come to the top of this hill with that lens and just take pictures all day with that lens alone. And I was looking at getting it anyway, but it's really nudging me further in that direction when I see sites like this. Yeah, let me know if it's any good or not if you've used one. It's funny, we've gone from one side of the knot over it and onto the other now, and the amount that the vegetation and the sites itself have changed, it's quite amazing. We're on the south side, so this is the side that gets blasted by the sun, and it's just really barren and a lot more desert-like, or as desert-like as it ever gets in the UK, than the other side was anyway. It was a lot more lush, and that's where the cows were eating the grass. It's just really interesting that from one side of the hill to the other can change so much. Well, we got to the bottom of the, I keep forgetting the name of it, the knot. The knot, Arnside Knott, it won't go in that. Yeah, there's loads of different ways of getting down, so I'm not going to bother telling you the specifics. There's plenty of tracks that get down, there's long ways and short ways and stuff like that, but we're at the beach now and heading back into Arnside, the Arnside Pier is where we've parked up, so I'm going to head along the beach and see if we can take some shots there as well.
Yeah.
Well, the tide hasn't come down quite as much as I thought it was going to, but it is low enough for us to actually get back, luckily. Don't think either of us would have fancied paddling or swimming back. Just come into the shade to try and get out of the wind a little bit. Hopefully it wasn't clipping too much, the audio. I just wanted to talk to you very quickly about the tide, because I've got a different YouTube channel and I showed my audience this place many years ago. And someone actually brought up the fact that they didn't know where the water had gone. They asked me, where's the water? And I just thought that was really interesting, because if you're from a landlocked country or state or something, you might not necessarily know about tides and all that type of thing. So the tide goes in and out twice a day, and at high tide you need to get away from the water, because it's going to be as high as it can possibly be, which is often enough to drown you. And it can sneak up on you, so you've got to be really careful, because especially on this beach there's like quicksand, and the sand is at different levels, so sometimes the tide can come in around you and kind of trap you on a little island. So basically the tide comes in and out, it goes high and low, and it's low at the moment so we can get across, but that's only because I planned ahead. So if you're going to come to a place with beaches, a tidal island like this one, then it's just something that you do need to know about. One of the most interesting things about Arnside is that it actually has a railway line that goes across the beach itself. So the tide just keeps rising and falling underneath the bridge, and the train can just come along whenever it needs to throughout the day with no issues whatsoever.
No, it wants to go. Oh, I just ate it all in one go.
There's a bit of real wildlife photography for you. I know you'd rather be in the Sahara Desert or out in the Outer Hebrides doing golden eagles and all that, shooting lions and giraffes with a camera, not with a gun.
No, it's
But I brought you to Ambleside and we can...
Arnside.
Arnside, not Ambleside, you dope.
We're going there next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, the pigeon. Oh, now
We
they're
photograph
actually trying
pigeons
to,
instead and feed them ice cream cones because we're really upper class and cool.
They're trying to mate now, I think.
Nice.
The man's all puffed up. He's trying to attract
Whoa.
that woman. Look at my feathers.
God, she's a looker as well.
Look at all these.
As pigeons go.
Yeah, is that
Yeah,
it now?
so I think that's us done.
We're a bit pooped, aren't we?
Yeah, a bit
We're gonna
pooped.
go
Time to
home
go home.
and then go to work
And
tomorrow.
I think the next one is Ambleside, so hopefully you'll join us for that, and we'll see you in the next one.
See you soon. Bye.
Bye.